Lately, I realized that I am not often alone anymore, which is strange because I used to be alone all the time and it used to come naturally. And I need those moments in between being with others to, give space to my thoughts and ideas and creativity and just hear myself without constantly being influenced by the energies of others. So I did the thing I always do when I'm craving clarity in my life, and that is boarding a train to Paris. Paris is just a city for me that makes me feel like a different person. I am convinced I must have lived there in at least one other life. It just breeds art and culture and literature and mystery and destiny to me. It is the place where so many people have made their dreams come true, and I think you can really feel that energy. Yet this time, as the train rolled into the station, I couldn't help but feel like something had changed. This is so typical. This Airbnb was an oasis of peace and quiet the whole morning, and as soon as I turned the camera on, people are like shouting by my door and vacuuming in the hallway. I really hope the microphone doesn't pick this up because I want to film right now because I want to leave soon. But anyway, I am in Paris. This is my first morning in Paris. I'm gonna stay here for a week by myself and I'm kind of nervous about it. I'm kind of feeling weird about being alone here, which is crazy because I have traveled by myself before. Like, that's the whole reason I wanted to come here. In 2021, 4 years ago, I went to Paris for a week by myself as well, and it turned out to be one of the most magical and transformative weeks of my life. And Paris became really special for me in that week, and I've been back a few times since, but it was always with friends and family. So I really wanted to go by myself again sometime and just visited all my spots and roam around by myself. But now that I'm here, I don't know, it doesn't feel the same. And I think it's just because I'm not used to being alone at all anymore. Like, this is a thing people don't really talk about when you get into a relationship, and especially when you move in together. You are not really alone anymore, like especially me, because I moved to Italy for my boyfriend. Like, me and my boyfriend both work from home, so we're always together, and when I visit my family in the Netherlands, obviously I stay with them, so I am never alone there either. And you don't really do alone things as quickly anymore, because why do them alone when you can do them with a loved one, you know? So I'm not really used to it anymore, and it's a very strange feeling. I also feel like I got a lot more anxious in the past year, maybe. I started the pill again because of my endometriosis, and I think the pill gives me really bad anxiety, so I've been trying to navigate that. And obviously I also moved to a different country, which is quite anxiety inducing for a person like me. So I feel like I regressed a little bit in the past year, but it's also a reason that I wanted to challenge myself and go out in the world by myself again, because I think it's good for me to experience that I can still do things on my own and it's not as scary as I made it up in my head. But I don't know. I'm also scared I might be chasing that feeling I had when I was, 25 years old and alone in Paris for the first time, and everything was magical and the whole world was like open to me. It feels different this time, and maybe I'm like chasing a feeling that doesn't exist anymore in a way, but that's fine too. Maybe I'll just realize this week that I'm not the same person anymore as I was 4 years ago, and there's nothing wrong with that. I'm sure I'm still gonna have an amazing week. I'm gonna take it easy today and just roam around in my neighborhood, I think. I'm in the 6th arrondissement, so the left bank, that's my favorite area of Paris. I feel like it's so much more creative and artistic than the right bank. I feel like the right bank is a little bit more chic. So I have the Jardin de Luxembourg that I would like to see again. I obviously want to go to Shakespeare and Company and probably will visit another few bookstores. I want to see the Notre Dame now that it's finally finished. I think the last time I was here there was still some scaffolding. So now I can finally see it in its full glory again, which is very exciting. And yeah, I'm just gonna see what I'll run into. I hope I'll run into a really good buttery croissant. I have missed good croissants so much. Like, Italy is a very good country for pastries. They know their pastries. But croissants, they're not good in Italy. I'm sorry if you're Italian and get mad at me for this, but Italian croissants are just more dry and like they have like this hard layer with sugar on top, and they just don't have that like soft buttery quality of the French croissants, and that's just my favorites. So first order of the day is finding a good croissant. I just realized as I was editing this video that I lost the clip where I tell you that I'm also here to visit my friend Lucia, who lives in Paris. And also my sister spontaneously decided to book a trip to Paris because she was like jealous of me, and she was like, I'm gonna get on that train and come for a weekend. So I'm also gonna hang out with my sister a lot, which is actually important to understand why the rest of the vlog I'm actually not as alone as I thought I was going to be. Goods are acquired. I honestly have zero space in my suitcase for books or anything else, but I had to, like, I love buying books as a souvenir, and Shakespeare & Company always has the best book recommendations. Like, they always have books on display that I have never seen or heard of before, and they're always amazing. So I'll show you later which books I got. I'm currently at the Notre Dame because I just wanted to see it without all the construction in front, and she's gorgeous as ever. And I think now I will walk to Free People because I think it's quite close to my Airbnb, and it's one of my favorite clothing brands. Like, it's very overpriced, but everything is so cute, and they don't have a lot of physical stores in Europe, so when the opportunity is there, you gotta take it. Just crazy beautiful buildings everywhere randomly. Like, I have no idea what building this is, but like, this would be a sight in the Netherlands, and here's just one of the many. It is so stunning. I look rough. I'm back at the Airbnb. I had some lunch here. I think I came back around 2 p.m. I had lunch, and then I tried to nap for like 1.5 hours, but it did not work. I'm so tired, and I had a little bit of a headache, so I thought I could take a nap, but I'm the worst napper in the world. Like, I just cannot fall asleep during the day. Like, especially if I really need it and I'm really tired, I won't fall asleep, which is very annoying because I could really use it right now because I wanted to enjoy my evening, like maybe go somewhere, but now I'm not sure what I'm going to do. But I think now, at least, I think it's 4 p.m. now, I will go to the Luxembourg Gardens and just walk around there. It's already getting a little bit dark, but maybe that's nice with like the lights and stuff. And you know, it feels like such a waste to spend inside my Airbnb when I'm in Paris, you know. But I'm also trying to listen to my boundaries and pace myself because I'm just not used to like really crowded streets and being out a lot, because usually I just work in my house all day. So this is a pretty big change, and since like I'm still a little bit lacking in sleep, I need to take it easy. But what I wanted to show you is the things I bought. I basically already bought everything I could buy this week because I have no space in my suitcase, as I said. So whatever I buy, I probably have to carry in like an extra tote bag on the way back. So that leaves me with very little space, and also my budget. Like, I already spent so much money today, guys. I'm a little bit embarrassed, but Free People is my weakness. I'm wearing my new outfit right now, so I'm gonna try to show you. Let me lower the camera a little bit. It's so small in here, so it's very hard to get myself fully in frame. Okay, yeah, you cannot really see, but I got this beautiful lace white slip. It's so gorgeous and flowy. I love it. And they only had one left, and it was a size L, and usually I wear M on the bottom, but I tried it, and if I wear it low-waisted, it actually fits, so that's great. I'm very happy with that. And I got this cozy gray sweater. I never wear gray, guys. I actually hate the color gray, and I just grabbed this because I wanted something to be able to put on top of the skirt while I tried it on. But then it was so soft and warm and cozy. I just didn't want to take it off. I just didn't want to. And it was pretty pricey. This was 178 euros, which I think is very pricey for what it is. but the quality is just so nice and it just made me very happy. So I got it. And then lastly, I also got, I'm not about to flash you, I promise. I hope at least. I got this black slip silk mini skirt. Oh, it's so hard to show. Because I needed something for under this slip skirt because it's completely see-through. And I wanted to wear it this week, so I needed something for under it. And then, of course, I got some things at Shakespeare and Company. That was my first stop this morning. I got a tote bag. I already have a lot of Shakespeare and Company tote bags, but they have like new ones every time I come. And I just sort of started collecting them, I guess. This is their Jane Austen one. It has a quote, "You pierce my soul, I am half agony, half hope." Which book was that? If it's Pride and Prejudice, I'm going to be embarrassed because that's my favorite Jane Austen. It might be Emma too. I'm not sure. I'm gonna look that up later. And then I got 2 books, and I kind of forgot how expensive the books in Shakespeare and Company are. They definitely price them up a lot because the store is so popular. But I just love getting a book as like a souvenir and like a memory of my trip. And I also want to support Shakespeare and Company because I just love the history of the place. It's such a lovely community and like a nice safe space to go to whenever I'm in Paris, so I don't mind paying a little bit more. First of all, I got A Psalm for the Wild Bull by Becky Chambers. I have had my eye on this book for so long. I actually borrowed it from a friend once, but then I never got to it and didn't want to keep it for too long, so I gave it back to her. But even then I already really wanted to read it because it sounds so nice. And what really convinced me this time is the review on the back that says, "This is a book that for one night made me stop asking, what am I even for? I'm prescribing a pre-order to anyone who has ever felt lost. Stunning, kind, necessary." And another review says, "Reading this book felt like a warm cup of tea made by someone who loves me. It made me cry the good sort of tears, the sort when someone is unexpectedly kind to you at the moment you need it most." Like judging by my state of mind these days, I feel like this is the perfect read for me right now. Like I feel like I need this, and sometimes books just call to you at the moment you need to read them. So I feel like the other time was not the right time, and now it is the right time. If you don't know what this is about, this is set in a fictional futuristic world where robots have gained consciousness and are freed from their manual labor, and as soon as they are, they all decided to leave the human world and disappear into nature, like into the woods. And this book tells the story of a robot that ventures out of the woods for the first time and starts to talk with a tea monk, and together they talk about life, the meaning of humanity, and what humans need. So this is just sort of like a philosophical little book about life and the meaning of it and what we need to be happy. So I think this will be a warm hug of a book that I'm very excited to read. It's quite short, so I feel like I'm gonna fly through this. I'm back. You didn't know I was gone, but I had to stop filming earlier because they started making noise in my hallway again. But the mystery is solved. Because I took a pic this time because I was like, there's no way people are vacuuming all day long here. And it turns out they're actually doing some renovation work on the apartment across from me, so that's great. It's gonna be noise every day. But anyway, I still have to tell you about the last book I bought, which is Dayspring by Anthony Oliveira. I picked up this book in the bookstore, I put it down, walked around, and I just couldn't get it out of my head, so I went back to get it. Basically, it's a reimagining of some Bible stories, and it's a queer love story of Jesus. It's a mix between a memoir, fiction, and verse, so it's all written in verse, and like it has some like interesting layouts, as you can see. And yeah, I think it's a memoir of one of the author's queer experiences, but his lover is reimagined as Jesus. And I flipped through it in a bookstore and read a few pages, and it's the language that really drew me in. It's just so beautifully written. At first I wasn't sure if I wanted to get this because I have a tendency to pick up like really ambitious books, and then in the end I don't really go for them because lately I've just been really into books that I can get through very easily. But yeah, something inside me told me to get this, and I read a few pages of it in the cafe this morning, and I am mesmerized, to be honest. It's really, really good. As the days move on, I do notice that being alone gets a lot easier again. It's just something you get used to, and I find it easier to lean into that quiet and solitude that allow me to let my thoughts flow freely, which is really nice. But as I'm sitting here journaling and letting my thoughts like spill on paper, I do have to admit to myself that maybe I'm just in a phase of my life where I enjoy traveling with loved ones more. Like, I just want to share these beautiful moments and places and buildings and, get excited about things together. And, that's okay too. I don't have to fight that. I came here to discover something about myself, and I feel like I did. Believe it or not, this is my first glimpse of the Eiffel Tower since I got here. There it is. I'm really in Paris. Another day, another bookstore. I just got back from my morning adventures. It's almost 12 now. I'm supposed to meet my friend at 12:30, so I have to leave the house in like 15 to 20 minutes. So I have some time to catch my breath and drink some water. I bought something else. I told you I couldn't buy anything anymore, but this opportunity was too good to pass up. I came across this super cute gift store, and my friend had told me about this one before, and I think I've also seen it on TikTok. It's a very popular gift store, but I wasn't really planning on like searching it out, but then I just randomly passed it. It's super close to my Airbnb actually, so I accidentally just chose an Airbnb that is really close to all the cute stores and places. So I bought something there. Let me unwrap it. First of all, the bag is already adorable, and then the wrapping paper, even more adorable. Look at that. So the shop is called Marin Montagut. I'm probably butchering that name. I think she's an illustrator, and she just made her illustrations in all these adorable products. Oh my god, it's even wrapped in more cute paper. I kind of don't want to unwrap it because it's so cute, but I'm for sure gonna keep all this for my journal, so I'm gonna try to unwrap it without ruining it. But what I got is a book about Paris, and I saw this on the Reels like last week, like right before I was coming to Paris. I saw the guy who has made this book, and he showed like a little bit inside, and I was already in love. So then I just randomly ran into it again, and this sort of such a coincidence. It's called Forever Paris, and it's by Marin Montagut. The guy I saw on Instagram was the illustrator. Wait, now I feel stupid. Okay, so this is the illustrator's book. But yeah, it's just a guide to Paris, like all the must-see spots, and I know there's like so many of those books, but this one looks stunning. Just the illustrations, the attention to detail. Oh, I love it so much. This is the neighborhood I'm in, so I'm definitely gonna scour this through later to see if I can visit something cute in a neighborhood. I just felt like this was both a useful souvenir to buy because I visit Paris so often, and also just a really nice, beautiful memory. And now I really need to stop buying things, but I don't have a lot of faith in myself anymore at this point. Oh my god, guys, I had such a busy day, and I'm so bad at updating and vlogging. When I'm with people, I just forget. But I'm gonna update you more tomorrow. I'm now gonna meet my friend Lucia for dinner again. I'm hoping there's gonna be some onion soup. I really need some French onion soup. It's 8:15 in the morning, and it's so quiet on the streets because it's a Saturday and no one's going to work. So that's really nice. I'm meeting my sister for breakfast at Café de Flor because we were both awake at 6 in the morning, so we're super hungry now. So it's breakfast time. I have been so bad with vlogging these past days. I have just been hanging out with my sister and my friends a lot, and whenever I'm around people I just kind of forget to pick up the camera. So I just have like a lot of random shots of pretty buildings and that's it. I'm not really updating you all. So I'm sorry about that, but yesterday, as you could see, we went to the National Library of Paris. It was beautiful. It's probably one of the most beautiful buildings I've ever seen, and I've never been more jealous in my life than of the people that got to study there. Like, it was a little bit awkward because these people were all like just seriously studying, like working there, and like there was this like bunch of tourists in this fenced off area being like, wow, and taking photos. Like, I don't know if I could concentrate if I had to work there, but the vibes, if you get to study there, I would be insufferable, to be honest. I would romanticize the shit out of that. And last night, me and my sister went out for dinner in such a cute street. I'm trying to remember the name. I think it was Cour de Commerce Saint André. Again, I'm saying that wrong, but yeah, you have like a lot of these passages in Paris, which are basically like roofed streets. They are like indoor little streets, and they are so cute and just so cozy. So there's one really close to my Airbnb, and yeah, we had dinner there last night. An amazing time. But we did get a bottle of wine, and whenever I drink more than one glass of wine, I cannot sleep, or just alcohol in general. I cannot sleep if I drink alcohol in the night, which is so weird because the people always say like you fall asleep easier with alcohol. Like, yes, your sleep is less deep, but you will fall asleep easier. Not for me, girl. I will lie awake for at least 3 hours after consuming alcohol. So I'm not feeling too awake today, but we're gonna make the most of it. Plan for this morning is to meet Lucia at 11 at Foundation Cartier. I think it's modern art, which is not like really my thing. I love more like classical art, but I'm just gonna go there to hang out with my friends. And then this afternoon, it's gonna really depend on how I feel. If I'm too tired, I'm just gonna take it easy, maybe sit in a cafe close to my Airbnb. If I feel good, I might go to Montmartre. morning I'm planning on going to the Musée de Mineralogie, which means the Museum of the Minerals. So it's a crystal museum, and on the photos I saw it has these beautiful like 1930s decor inside with the old brown glass cabinets. So I'm very excited to go there. It's like a little something different from what I usually go to see in Paris. So that's fun. I think it's like a 20-minute walk, and it's gonna open at 10 and it's now around 9:30 I think. So yeah, I'm gonna head out. Definitely still a little bit cold in my outfit, but it's manageable, and at least the sun is shining, which is very nice after some rainy gray days. The museum was stunning. Now I'm very hungry. I didn't have a big breakfast, so I'm gonna go have coffee somewhere. And I was looking around, and I was like, you know what? Shakespeare & Company is a 12-minute walk. I've been there every day so far, so might as well finish it off. I don't know what to say. I just love like a comfort spot. Once I know I would feel comfortable somewhere, I just love coming back there. And maybe I should broaden my horizon and try different places, but no. That looks so good. My train is leaving at 2:45 and I had to leave my Airbnb at 10. So I went to the train station, dropped off my luggage in a locker, and then like the area around the train station was so depressing, and it's like really bad weather too. So it's like, am I gonna sit in a cafe here for like 5 hours and just read, even though I have to sit 7 hours after this as well? So I was like, no, you know what I can do? Go to Shakespeare & Company. Last one of the week. Goods are acquired. I always journal so much on my solo trips. It's like I finally get the space and silence to let my thoughts flow freely. But somehow journaling about Paris feels like trying to bottle the sea. I just can never really find the words what it all means to me. I feel like this is the city of potential for me, but also staring into the face of my biggest fear, which is my own wasted potential. And whenever I'm sitting in Paris like this, journaling, it's like getting a glimpse of the person I could be. And I cannot help but feel a little bit of sadness that I'm always going to have to leave that potential behind.